Hi, welcome in. Welcome to my channel. I am excited that you are here today. And today we're going to do a reading for you about what's coming next in love. You have 4 choices with this pick a card reading, and each is an ace. You have group 1, the Ace of Cups, group 2, the Ace of Swords, group 3, grape, the Ace of Pentacles, group 4, the Ace of Wands. So take a moment, see which card is calling to you, and then I'm going to start the reading. So you can use the timestamps below. If you feel called to listen to more than one, by all means do that. These are general readings. Take what works and leave the rest behind. But most of all, have fun. Sit back, relax, get comfy, get cozy. Let's get started. Hi, number 1, you chose the Ace of Cups today, and we are going to look at messages for you about what's coming next in love. So let's get started. You have the Knight of Wands, excuse me, and he is reversed. The 4 of Cups. The 9 of Cups. Ooh, we like that. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the 2 of Swords. So there's some sort of choice, some sort of decision coming up for you. But let's break it down. We're starting with the Ace of Cups, which is a beautiful offering from God, from the universe, and the cup is overflowing. And boy, were your instincts right, because you got two cups out of the 3 cards besides the bottom of the deck. You've got the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. You've got so many cups. The 9 of Cups happens to be the wish fulfillment card. So these two together are magnificent. Okay, so I would say that there's something really positive coming for you. You do have some sort of choice. You are going to have to trust your intuition, but let's look at what that might be. Okay, starting with the Knight of Wands reversed. The Knight of Wands is a person who has a clear goal. They know what they want. Nothing stops them. This is about moving forward and quickly. When it's reversed, there's some sort of passion, some sort of excitement growing inside of this person, and this spark that wants to get, like a match that wants to get lit. However, there's forces outside their control which can be delaying them. Okay, this can also indicate somebody acting on impulse rather than reason, rather than intellect. Okay, so this can also be delays because someone is being impatient or letting their ego get the best of them. So it's kind of interesting because that's followed up with the energy of the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is about emotions. Okay, it's definitely about emotions. When we're talking about cups, we're talking about emotions. We're talking about the water signs are connected to the emotions, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it's your feelings, it's your emotions, it's your intuition. Now with the 4 of Cups, it's interesting because look what's flying in. It's like literally this, it's the hand with the cup. Okay, which is wild. So like I said, your intuition was on point. And the universe has this love offer here. Okay, could be this Knight of Cups, probably is. And this person is not looking at that offer for whatever reason. This is being shown something, an opportunity is waiting for you, but it's like either you're focused on the past, you're distracted, you're bored. There's something that is keeping you from seeing this, okay? And what we see here is ultimate happiness, wish fulfillment. This cup is bringing you wish fulfillment, right? This is making you really, really happy ultimately. And I do see that happening. I see real happiness coming in. Whenever the 9 of Cups shows up, it's wish fulfillment, right? So this is you getting what you want. and you're going to get it soon. It's a 9. So I would say within 9 months. Cups a lot of times indicate months. But this is being happy, content, joyful. It's like very grateful for whatever this love that's coming in is. But what's this decision about, right? What's the hesitation? What's the block? The Two of Swords says that there's something that needs you to step back. There's going to be something about this love connection that's going to make you have to step back and weigh your options. The blindfold is showing that maybe you're confused. This is where the intuition comes in. This is where you trust your feelings, right? This is where you take your time, but you don't wait so long that you miss the opportunity, okay? So I feel like the energy of this person, this Knight of Wands, wants to come in. This could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or someone who's very passionate, somebody who's very driven. It feels like you have something to consider about this. And maybe it's the fact that you're getting what you wish for. And sometimes we freak out and self-sabotage. I don't know. But let's pull some cards and see if we can get any clarity or any sort of details or kind of reasons why. Let's pull a card. I'm going to pull a card for the Knight of Wands to see what comes up about that Knight of Wands. Four of Swords. 2 4s. Okay. You know, 4s are about stability and security. This is about taking a rest, taking a step back, having a think. Maybe this Knight of Wands is really going to disrupt your life. It's going to really change things. And you are focused on the way things were. And you really aren't sure that you can do it, that you can make these changes. The Four of Swords is also about taking a rest. It could be that you're burnt out, that you're going through something, you know, maybe you've had a lot of stress or anxiety and, you know, in your life, in other ways, you know, sometimes the Four of Cups is distracted by other things that are going on. But this is definitely a time of rest and recovery and contemplation, taking a break, taking time to recharge. So I would just suggest you do that. When this person comes in, if you're dealing with this right now, the message here is to trust your intuition. There is a lot of happiness here, okay? Even if you just, you know, need to figure it out, I would focus on that Nine of Cups and say, this is a positive connection. If you're completely single, I would say someone's coming in that's going to really kind of make you take a step back and think about things. Don't think too long, though, because with the Knight of Wands, you know, you don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose that energy. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull a card for that Four of Cups to try and figure out. See, it's the Hermit. There you go. That's more about retreat and taking a step back. I think that love wants to come in. I think that you have been either on a hiatus from relationships for quite a while, you know, which is fine. And now the universe is saying, okay, you've taken your time. Time to come out, time to share your wisdom. The Hermit is connected to that retreat energy, just like the Four of Swords. But the Hermit has learned a lot, has a lot of wisdom because they've taken that time to themselves. They have the star in their lantern. That star is the star of healing. It's also the star of knowledge that connects you to all of information, okay? So this is also Virgo energy, so there could be a Virgo involved in this situation. But yeah, this is about an energy that really wants to come in, that really wants to connect with you, that is going to bring you happiness. after what seems like a while of either not being in connections that really felt right, or actually a period of rest and recovery. Two of Wands reversed. So, more pause. Oh my gosh. I have a listener, and if you're listening, you know who you are. She has gotten several private readings from me, and a lot of this feels like her. And the Hangman again, it's about waiting, and she's like, I can just hear her if she's listening to this reading today. Anyway, this is about being stuck too. This is about delays in plans. This is a message to tell you not to be afraid to try new things. This is where you're going to grow, right? So you've gone inward, you've found out what you want. If you haven't done that yet, take that time. But the universe does have love for you. That beautiful Ace of Cups is coming. It is going to bring you a lot of joy. So don't let anything, including yourself, get in the way of it, right? Time to trust your intuition. Time to not overthink things with your head and listen to your heart, okay? So, beautiful message of love coming in. In terms of signs here, we have a lot of water, I would say. Pisces, Virgo, and we also have the fire, Leo, Sagittarius. But that can also just indicate someone who's passionate, somebody who wants to get going. The energy wants to come in. It's like someone's knocking at the door, but you're not answering, kind of thing. Okay, so let's take a look at your message from the Animal Spirit Oracle. Shark. Oh, wow. I love that. Okay, the shark is water energy, which we have a lot of. You chose the Ace of Cups. You got the Four of Cups. You got the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment card. And you have the shark. So let me read to you the message of the shark, which is very interesting given your reading. The shark is about exposure, revealing your true nature and desire. Letting the Knight of Wands in. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. The card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we're hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing's wrong, but when the shark energy is at play, we feel it circling us. Da-dum, da-dum. So when it's in balance, it's captivating and mysterious, and when it's out of balance, it's sneaky and destructive. So to bring it into balance, honesty. Honesty is the best policy. So it is time. It's time for you. You've given this a lot of thought. Time to get back out there, time to express your passion, time to allow that person to come in. If this is a situation you're currently in, time to go for it. Okay, that's your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like more about you and the way you love, if you are wondering why you date who you date, or why you aren't able to express yourself, or what your love style is, go ahead and order the asteroid report. I have a love asteroid report where I take your birthday, time, and place, and I take 4 of the major love asteroids that are in your birth chart, and I look at the signs and placements for you, and that tells you so much about the way you love, who you're meant to love, and how you're meant to love. And so it's a really wonderful tool for people dating, people wanting clarity and clarification about what's coming next in love for them, and how they can maximize their opportunities to attract and enjoy love. So go ahead and use the link in the description box if you'd like to order yours. If you have a question about another person you're dating or seeing, you can certainly order the couple report, and that will compare those 4 asteroids with yours, and you'll really get a better idea. Like, you'll really know quickly about their love style and whether it's worth it or not. Okay, so go ahead and order that if you want a private reading just like this. I video record it. You can ask any love question. You can get a general reading that's just for you. All those links are in the description box. I am sending you lots of love. Have a beautiful day. Hey, number 2, I'm excited to do your reading today. You were drawn to the Ace of Swords, and let me tell you something. A great astrologer, tarot reader, and mentor of mine once told me that when the Ace of Swords shows up, something big is going to change. Okay, so something's going to change. That much we know. Let's pull some cards and see what's coming next in love, but it's going to involve a change. Two of Pentacles. There's choice. Okay, those kind of wanted to come out, but I feel like if they were meant to be, they will come back. They didn't feel exactly right for me. Ooh, Magician. Aha. There could be a King of Swords involved. Okay, let's take a look at all this. Interesting. Something's changing when it comes to your relationships, your love life. Okay, so Two of Pentacles. We have 2 Pentacles here, okay? And we have the Magician right at the center. The overall energy of the reading is the King of Swords. So there's something about money maybe changing, okay? Something about your values, something about something you value, okay? 2s are also about choices and decisions. So there's a decision coming up. And with the Two of Pentacles, it's somebody who's juggling. Something's out of balance, okay? That's what's changing in your life. Something's out of balance in the physical, material, financial part of your life. Could be connected to a Virgo. The earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I'm feeling obviously the Virgo energy because of the Magician here. And the King of Swords. Both the King of Swords can be Aquarius energy. There's something about being practical. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself, but the Two of Pentacles, you can see she's juggling. And when it's reversed, there's a need to focus. There's a need to focus on one of those coins or pentacles so that you're giving. See, when it's reversed, she's staring at that. She needs to let that one go so she can build that, okay? But it's like maybe you've taken on too much and things are out of balance. Maybe you're under a lot of pressure right now and you need to take a step back and reprioritize. You might be spending a lot of money. You might not be thinking about your future goals. Something is going to change, but it involves you making a decision about finances, okay? About money, about your future. At the center of your reading, you have the Magician, a powerful card to have right at the center there. Okay, this is you right now. You have all the tools the universe can give you to make your dreams come true. You have the cups, the emotions, you have the swords, you have the mind, you have the magic of the wand, and you have the coins, the practicals. So this is about taking all of those and actually doing something. The Magician is always an urge to act, to take a practical step, which I think is where the change is coming. It feels like with the Four of Pentacles, there's a little bit of a fear of letting go of something in order to grow more. Like, well, I already have this, so I don't want to let go of it, right? So this could be about A change could be coming for you when it comes to your job, to money, okay? That is going to ultimately connect you with love. And you may even be connecting with, or the change could involve, an Aquarius male energy. You could be moving towards a connection, or you could be taking the Aquarius king's job, right? Because sometimes with that sword going through the crown, it means you're getting some sort of promotion. You're going to take the crown, okay? The King of Swords is very direct, really smart. This is a man who knows what he wants, is very direct. Not exactly the most, I would say soft person in the world, emotional person in the world. Is very much someone who's direct, a thinker, somebody who does everything with a very practical sort of bent to it. So it feels like what's coming next in love for you involves maybe a change with your job, for the better. I would say positive. I would say that you have to focus. You're making a choice about your future. That choice that you make is going to probably end up ultimately connecting you with your partner, or someone in a relationship, or someone to date. Okay? And if you're in a relationship right now, this is saying you have to focus on that relationship. You can't be scattered, because it's really an important time right now for you to build something for your future. Let's get some more details. I want to get a message about that Two of Pentacles and what that could possibly be, that choice, that balancing act. What's out of balance? What's the decision about? Where's the change coming? Six of Wands reversed. Six of Wands. Let's pull one more. Two sixes. So this is about a relationship, okay? So there is a change. For some of you, there's a change in a relationship. Six is connected to the Lover's card. Wait a minute, I'm dropping stuff again because I have too much on my desk. Hold on. So kind of interesting, because we also go back to the idea of balance here. You see the scale. And the Six of Pentacles is about sharing and generosity. This is about holding on tight. This is about juggling. And if you add the Four of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles, what do you get? The Six. And the Six of Wands, which is really interesting. Okay? The Six of Wands is somebody who succeeds, somebody who's successful. This is a celebration of this person. A lot of times it represents Leo. This is about people sort of gathering in the streets to say, wow, look who's here. This is amazing. You've done it. You're successful. Congratulations, kind of thing. It's a card of success. It shows some sort of goal is reached, right? Getting recognition. When it's reversed, you could feel discouraged, or maybe because you're not being recognized the way you want to be, okay? But don't worry. Things are coming, okay? Don't let doubts get in your way, and don't let outside validation get in your head, okay? Because this is a really good positive shift that's coming. So don't allow anybody else to tell you what being happy and successful looks like, okay? Because being happy and successful looks different for everyone. And it should, because it comes from within, and we're all different. If we were all the same, we'd be robots, and we're not. We're humans, and we're all different, and that's what makes us fabulous. With the Six of Pentacles, this is about you sharing wealth. This shows you being fair. This is about money and security, and it can even just be generosity of your time if it's not money, okay? And it can also mean you're receiving generosity. So I feel like there's some sort of big shift, change coming. I think that the universe really wants you to focus on manifesting your dreams, taking practical steps to them, and not being afraid of losing the security you have to gain more, because by doing that, by focusing on what you really want, that one pentacle, doesn't matter what other people want. And if you want to share what you have, right, and be generous, that's going to only get you further. Holding on and being miserly with your time, effort, and love isn't going to get you where you want to go. I want a card for the Magician. Wow, Temperance. Temperance is connected to Sagittarius energy. It's another card of balance. So amazing. This is an angel here. This is divine guidance. Temperance is major arcana message, meaning something that is a big chapter in your life, a big spiritual lesson. This isn't just like, light stuff. This is big stuff. And this is about, she's pouring that water between the two cups, the flow of life and balance and harmony. So Temperance is saying, follow your inner guidance. Trust in what it is you're dreaming for. Allow the divine timing to happen. You do have to get something in your life in balance. That's where the change has to happen in order to get the love that you are wanting and what your dreams are. There's definitely something about you needing to balance. You have 3 messages about getting something into balance. Let's see what that 4 of Pentacles is. 8 of Swords reverse. Oh, letting go of insecurity and fear. There's the Ace of Swords. The change is coming. The King of Swords. That 8 is something's holding you back. You feel trapped. It's like you're only trapped in your mind. It's not actually in reality. Okay? So the 8 of Swords is encouraging you to release negative thoughts you have about yourself, release your insecurities, and move towards your dreams. You have everything you need to make love and relationships and the dreams come true. They just are going to be different than maybe what other people expect. And it's like, let it be what you want. Okay? Justice. Wow. The final balance message. Oh my God. You have the scale here, you can see that. Those are both about balance. This is the 2 cups, which are like the 2 in the scale. The 2 cups in the scale and the 2 of Pentacles reversed. I mean, it's pretty clear. You can absolutely see that this is about a change coming for you where there's an imbalance. That's what's coming next in love. It's pretty clear. Now it's going to be different for everyone. What exactly the mechanics of that are. Obviously, this is a general reading. You can get a private reading if this is really resonating and you want to know more about your specific situation. Use the links below. But justice is connected to Libra. Justice is about balance. When it's reversed, the scales of justice are out of balance. When it's upright, like it is here, this is a positive outcome. This is about rebalancing past errors. Karma is being worked out. That's the flow of the universe here, okay? Justice calls for you to walk with integrity, to speak your truth, don't cut corners, take everybody's account, take everybody's side into account, be fair. Libras are about fairness, they're about justice, they're about partnership and truth. The sword is back. You chose the sword. Your intuition is on point. Trust yourself. Don't live in that insecurity of the 8 of Swords. You're out of it. It's reversed. You're moving away from that. Let go. Be generous of spirit and heart. All of your past good deeds are coming forward and being honored and recognized. This truth, you're getting your balance. Okay, here it is. You're getting that 2 of Pentacles. It may be finances are coming back. If there's an important decision that you need to make with that Two of Pentacles, now that you've gotten the Justice card too, take everybody's, kind of think of all the other people involved. There could be 2 other people involved. Search for the truth. Be honest. Speak the truth, okay? You have everything you need. This is about, the magic is about to happen. You just have to allow it. Let go of fear. Let go of any kind of injustice. Just because somebody doesn't recognize your gifts and talents doesn't mean you don't have them. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be generous too. And I also think it could be someone is going to be generous to you. You could be getting some sort of inheritance, money, recognition, something. And you just have to focus on that one thing that's important to you. But I do see a big change coming, and it's a change for the positive and for the better, because whenever this card comes up, it's showing that truth, that your karma is being balanced, okay? With the Magician, Temperance, and Justice coming through, this is a big time for you. Big. Wow. Okay, that was intense. And finally, I'm going to pull you a message from the Animal Spirit Oracle, just to see what other messages or general ideas we have about love for you. Oh, the deer. This is the mommy card. I love the deer. The deer is the mother. Let me read to you from the Oracle book about the deer's message for you today. The deer is loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, but is especially potent to new parents. The inner beauty radiates and a sense of grace calms. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of a new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion, which is definitely that Six of Pentacles energy. It is receptive, compassionate, and nurturing, and when it's out of balance, it's concerned and protective. To bring it into balance, get into nature and take care of children, be around children. So, wow, this is beautiful. You definitely have some sort of breakthrough moment, some sort of aha. There's a big shift and change coming. You're getting that your karma, all your good deeds are coming back to into balance. Okay, don't be afraid to let go of what you have worked hard for, because there's much more coming. Just be honest, be true, and don't limit yourself. And you will be getting the love that you desire. And if you're someone who doesn't have children yet, this can be an indication that you have a relationship coming, or you have, a commitment or a family, becoming a mother. So it's really beautiful. This is like Empress energy. And that is connected to Taurus and Libra as well. So a lot of Taurus and Libra in this reading today. I am sending you so much love. Okay, if this reading resonated, like I said, or you have a specific question, you can get a private reading. Use the links below. You can also get an asteroid report, a love asteroid report, using your birthday, time, and place. I look at 4 major love asteroids in your birth chart, which help you so much with dating, relationships, how you relate, what you really need, what soul connections are really important, and how you achieve your love goals. Now, if you are in a couple, you can get a couple report. So order the couple report, and I'll use your time, birth time, and your partner's birth time, and we'll look at how your love asteroids interact. Okay, that'll tell you about the future, the connection, and whether it can last. Okay? Sending you lots of love. Have a beautiful day. Number 3, you were drawn to the Ace of Pentacles today, and today we're going to look at messages for you about what's coming next in love. So let's get started, see what we have for you. Number 3. You have the 7 of Swords reversed, okay. I feel like those two want to come together, so I'm going to pull them together. The Moon and the 3 of Wands. The 9 of Wands, okay. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. So, I definitely have strong feelings about this reading immediately, but I'll take it through it step by step. So what's coming next in love? Well, we have to deal with the 7 of Swords first before we move into any good stuff. And that is this person who's not very honest. Looks like he's stealing all the swords. Okay? We have 4 over here, 2 on the ground, and 1 in his hand that he's ready to use, right? He's got so many swords. He's either picking them up or he's dropping them because he's carrying them away. And it's like he's sneaking away like a thief in the night. This is an indication of some sort of deceit. So I don't know whether you're in a relationship or you're single, but this could be a past situation. It could be something you're dealing with right now. Swords deal with conflict. They deal with thoughts, the mind, communication, air sign energy. They could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Doesn't have to be. It's really more about revealing some sort of betrayal. And when it's reversed, it's like, are you betraying yourself? Are you doubting yourself? Or do you have a secret that's weighing you down? Is there something that you need to speak up about, right? So it can be a couple things. It can be that energy turned within. It can also be you releasing that energy from the past. Like, I'm not dealing with liars and cheats anymore, okay? And what's interesting is you have a lot of expansion coming up with the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands shows new opportunities, lots of them, like your world opening up in the near future, okay? This is about you expanding your life. You can see he's standing looking out from the castle. He's got his wands. He's looking out at this long, expansive river in front of him. And it's like there's a big world out there, and it's time to start planning. It's time to move towards this success. So I see more and more opportunities opening up for you when it comes to love and in general, just in your life. You have to be yourself. You have to speak up. You have to let go of your fears. These two came out together, the Moon and the 3 of Wands. The Moon can mean that your feelings are fluctuating. You're going back and forth about something. It could be thinking about this past person. It could be fear of moving towards these new opportunities. The Moon card can be very intuitive, right? Because it's connected to the Moon, to our intuition, to our feelings, to cycles. But it can also make us nervous. It can get us thinking, feeling too much, overwhelmed, paranoid, fearful. Sometimes this connects to the past, like, oh, I'm afraid that I'm going to experience the same things I've experienced before. And so what your last 2 messages say to me is that you have to hang in there. This is about someone who's been through battle, but is still going. See, he's got the wand in his hand. He's got the wand in his hand. He's got a bandage on his head. This is a connection to Aries, which rules the head. And so there could be an Aries here. But it's also about taking that opportunity, right? Expanding your life, not being afraid, because Aries is brave. Aries keeps going no matter what. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles reversed. So this is interesting to me, and this is why I said I have a lot of feelings about it, because it's like that 7 of Swords reversed and the 3 of Pentacles says there might be people around you that don't have your best interests at heart. Okay, so you might want to just be really mindful of who you spend your time with, because you are going places, and maybe it's time you're outgrowing some friends. That's what it feels like, or coworkers, people that you're spending time with in sort of a work environment. This is people you collaborate with. This could be friends that you've fallen out with. This could be people that you work closely with, but they're not working for you. They're working with you. They're working against you. There are 2 3s here, so I do feel with that 7 of Swords, there could have been like some sort of betrayal of some sort. It's just about maybe time to move on when it comes to your career, okay? Because you started with the Ace. This is what you were drawn to, which is a fresh start, a new beginning, a seed to plant, something that will grow long term. But the overall energy here is you can't plant it upside down. You can't plant it without the plans. You can't plant it without help. And it feels like whatever this energy is represents a past connection or maybe a work situation where you're not really being supported and you have this big wide future in front of you, okay? Which is where you may end up connecting with this love energy. And I feel like it could be at a distance from where you are now. Wands can be about foreign people, places you travel to by plane from where you are, not drive. So it's kind of a longer distance. Let's see if we can get any other clues about this. 7 of Swords. I want to see who this is or what that energy represents. What does that energy represent for you? Now, these are general readings, so if you're feeling like this is connecting, but you have specific questions or you want your own personal reading, use the links in the description box because obviously I can't do a private reading here. It's got to be, these are general. Okay. Oh, 10 of Cups reversed. Yeah. So there's some sort of fear or some sort of betrayal, dishonesty, or holding back when it comes to a family situation. For some of you, this can mean that you maybe really thought that you maybe were betrayed by someone that you were married to, that you have a family with. This can also mean that maybe your work has taken a priority over your family and your relationships, and it's time to reconnect. But it feels to me like there's some sort of disconnect, or there's some sort of difficulty when it comes to a family situation, a love situation, marriage, partnership, that kind of thing, okay? So it could be someone cheated, or you went through a divorce, or you have some sort of lying members in your family that are, not doing great things. Let's see what we have for that 3 of Wands, the opportunities opening up. Wow. 5 of Swords, yes. 2 of Swords, bottom of the deck. Yeah, the opportunities aren't going to open up until you address this. That 7 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, the people working against you. There's somebody that you have some sort of a repetitive pattern with. Somebody that, and obviously it's going to be different for everyone, but just, take what works here. But the 5 of Swords indicates some sort of conflict, okay? Feeling sad, upset about a situation, right? Which is probably connected to that 7 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. So this is about you letting go of that past hurt situation, that behavior, that tit for tat. Whoever these 2 people are, they may have dropped their swords for now, but they might be back, okay? So I feel like if you've been just feeling like there's someone at work, or there's 2 people in your life, or there's some sort of triangle situation that you think maybe could get better, it's not. It's time to move on. You have to know when to move on. 3 of Wands says you have this whole world in front of you. Let go of that stuff that's holding you back, those patterns, those tit for tat, those fights, those arguments, those people that are undermining you, okay? Now, let's look at, I mean, I think for a lot of you, it's time to move on from your job. And I know this isn't a job reading, but sometimes, you know, when we make those shifts in one area, the other area takes care of itself. Obviously, it's different for everyone. Okay, 9 of Wands. What do we have there, Paige? See? Hang in there. Hang in there. Something good is coming. I do feel like there's a release of some sort that has to happen. Only you know what that is. But the page says that new projects, which is that 3 of Wands. That's why you got the message of hang in there, okay? A new path is going to be opening up. Okay, you are going to be able to see it. You're going to know when it opens up, and allow yourself to be excited for this new possibility, this new opportunity, this new spark. Okay, this can be someone also coming in, like I said, who's either from a different culture or lives at a distance. This is again an indication of fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sag, somebody or someone who is at a distance. There is some sort of triangle situation, I feel, where there's someone working against you, at least one, maybe two. I know that's like, oh my God, don't be paranoid, but that's what it's showing. Okay, let's pull a message from the animal spirit. Oh, wow. Number 1 got, was it number 1 or number 2 got lizard too? So interesting. Okay. So the lizard message is fire energy. Okay, maybe you're a fire sign. But most importantly, it's a message about taking care of yourself. Okay, so it's just kind of interesting with all of this conflict. And that 7 of Swords, the 10 of Cups reversed, the fears, the moon, the 9 of Wands being exhausted. Like, oh my gosh, I've been through the ringer. Okay, the 5 of Swords, conflict, change, hang in there. The lizard is instinctual, sensitive, and a dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception, as if it has a sixth sense. The lizard hears what is yet to be spoken, sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, overstimulation will drain them of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights in big city, return to the inner artist, which is definitely the Page of Wands, who's been whispering your name. Artistic, telepathic, and spiritual when in balance, when out of balance, elusive, non-committal, and flaky. To bring it into balance, a creative project. I love it. That's the Page of Wands. So I feel like the big important message here is love is coming through some sort of thing you love. Take time to get yourself together. You've been through some battles, it seems. Care for yourself, that 9 of Wands energy. When you do that, when you focus on taking care of yourself, focusing on your creative life and those fire sign, inspiration, creativity, things that matter to you, get rid of people around you who don't support your dreams, okay? Because they're holding you back and they're also wearing you down. Okay, so if you'd like more information about love, if you have questions about your, what's coming next for me, why do I keep meeting the same people, or how can I really find that true love, you can order an asteroid report. I do a love asteroid report using your birth date, time, and place. I create your astrological birth chart and then pull out the 4 love asteroids that are most important in looking at, and look at what signs they're in, how they respond, what they're looking for. And that tells you about your soul's desires when it comes to love, how you attract, what your muse energy is, what your soul's true deep connections are. Okay, if you have a partner, order the couples report and I can compare your 2 charts, the 4 asteroids in yours and in your partners, and see if there really is potential there. Okay, so you can also get a private reading, 3-card or 6-card. All those links are below. Everything is described below. It takes about a week. You get your reading, video recorded. You watch it on a private link, and your report will be emailed to you in about a week. So take care. I'm sending you so much love. Hey, number 4, you were drawn to the Ace of Wands, and today I'm going to look at messages about what's coming next in love for you. This is a general reading, and I'm going to see what comes through about love. So let's get started. Oh boy, we're off to a very big start with the Devil showing up. Okay, wow, 2 very different cards here. Devil, 6 of Cups, Strength. I saw that when I was shuffling, which is so interesting. Let me do this. And oh shoot, I was going to pull the bottom of the deck, so now I'm going to have to pull another card. You're getting an extra. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Face the fear and do it anyway. Okay, Ace of Wands. The Strength card's an important one because I did see it when I was shuffling. I saw the Devil earlier when I was shuffling for another pile, so I knew he was going to make an appearance today. I just didn't know when. Okay, so let's start with the Ace of Wands. Wands are all about passion, creativity, growth, strength, which the Strength card is, the fire element, the zodiac signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. It's really a card of potential, of passion. It's a start of something, a dream, the seeds to grow something vibrant and beautiful. It's like that initial spark of inspiration, and it's about having that power to make it happen, okay? It's a powerful card. Right next to it, we got the Devil. And the Devil is about some sort of hold something has on you that isn't good, okay? The Devil can be a person, it can be a toxic relationship, it can represent something within ourselves, like something that we allow to block us, like for example, an addiction or something like that. It can be an addiction to drama, it can be an addiction to drugs, it can be addiction to anything, right? But it's like those deep secrets, those desires we have, right, that kind of aren't good. They're not healthy, right? It can even be a relationship that starts out good, or you thought it was, and then it starts to reveal itself. And this is just a reminder that you're in control. Release yourself from anything, addiction, person, behavior that you know down deep isn't good for you, okay? Because it's definitely time to move on. There's definitely an energy here that's saying that you have to get your power back, and it's time to move on. It could be that you're attached to the past. You could have the Devil energy when it comes to, staying in the past, living in the past, old memories, right? Something from your childhood or someone you once dated, something that brings you back that sense of nostalgia. But it also is this desire for you to have harmony in relationships and to have that trust. And I see here that that's coming for you. This is you getting your strength and power back. The Strength card came through reversed. And with the Strength card, it's all about the girl holding the lion's mouth open. And it's like she's not afraid. She's not using excess of force. It's about really being balanced when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. It's about having your own courage. It's about facing your fears, okay? So it can be, when it's reversed, self-doubt and your own fear. Fear and weakness are just an illusion, right? So Step into your power and find the strength that you already have. That's what this is. The universe is bringing you an opportunity. You're going to have to seize it. You can't stay in a place of fear. You have to do it anyway. Face, feel the fear and do it anyway is your reading today. If I was going to give it a title, like a YouTube thumbnail, it would be Face Your Fear and Do It Anyway. Okay? That's what's coming next in love. 3 of Pentacles upright says there's a project that's in the works. There's some sort of collaboration here. Everybody has their own unique role to play, and they are helping you in some way. This could be a job offer. This could be a new job. This could be something that a friend is helping you with, or a coworker, somebody who's really wanting to help you succeed. This is about leaving something behind. I feel like for some of you, you could be moving on, like moving, physically moving. The 8 of Cups is like, I'm going and I'm out of here, It's like leaving in the middle of the night. It's like when something strikes you and you're like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I have to leave this situation. Something's missing and I have to let go and move on. So I see you letting go and moving on, some area of your life, possibly connected to something that you've outgrown. Let's get a card for the Devil. 5 of Swords. Yeah, it's some sort of toxic, like, loop-de-loop that you've been on, giving you a lot of anxiety, something that goes back and forth, and it doesn't resolve itself, and you have to deal with it. You have to deal with this conflict and face it. Let's see what the 6 of Cups is. Any messages about the 6 of Cups? Okay, so that's connected to the King of Wands. This is more Leo energy. There's a lot of Leo in this chart. So this can be connected to someone who is warm, caring, an entrepreneur. This can be your energy. This could be someone that you are thinking of, or something that is really sort of holding you in this place of the past. Okay, let's look at that Strength reversed. Oh, yeah, it's over. Time to move on. You've got the 10 of Swords. There's definitely an ending that needs to happen here, and it's painful, very painful, and it's connected to something that's been going on for quite a while, and there could be 2 other people involved, so it's like a triangle of some sort. But this is a karmic shift, an ending of a very long story, and it is painful, but just know that it's time to move on. You do have support. You have the support in terms of, like, maybe a new job, or someone who's going to help you in terms of, like, a friend, a support system with that 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, see, 5 of Wands, 5, 10, 2 5s make a 10. Yeah, this is ending time, end of conflict. That's what it is. You're ending this battle. You're ending, fighting about things. You're picking and choosing. You're moving on. It's like, listen, this isn't getting anywhere. I need to move on. It's time for me to make a change. This just feels very final with that 10 of Swords energy. Yeah. This is you not resisting. I feel like you're letting go. You've been resisting this change for a while, and you're really letting go. Okay. Let's pull one more on the 8 of Cups. Yeah. The 9 of Cups, the Wish card, is coming up under the 9 of Cups. And look what's the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Cups, the Sorrow. So this is, this is a painful, it could be, a loss. It can be releasing a connection from the past that's been hard for you to let go. It's one that you maybe keep going back to, or a pattern you keep repeating, but it doesn't bring you joy and happiness. And you know that there's a missing cup, that you want to get to the 9 of Cups, because that's why the 8 moves on. That's why this person leaves, because they know they have something missing. They know it's out there somewhere. This is what you're after, right? So it's like you're not settling anymore. You're like, I want the whole thing. I'm going to let go of whatever I thought that potential was, or whatever started out good that just really ended up bringing me a lot of sorrow, a lot of conflict. And I'm going to go on this journey. I'm going to start something fresh and something new. So I do see you leaving something major, something very painful behind, and it's taken quite a while. Okay, finally, let's pull you a card from the Animal Spirit Oracle and see what message comes through about love. Ah, I love Dragonfly. I love Dragonfly. It's literally the first card. I've told this story. I don't know if you know it, but when I first got this deck and I was working with it and I was meditating, you know, and I pulled my very first card and I thought, this is going to be an important card for me, and it was the Dragonfly. So it's very special. And the Dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The Dragonfly is a symbol of the mind. It's always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the Dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Is it restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The Dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. So this is about you seeing something clearly, which leads you to this ending. Okay, so it's about focusing on your breath, meditating, following the signs and symbols of the universe, and trusting your intuition and inner knowing. I do see you making a big change, and I think you're going to see someone for who they are that you've kind of maybe idolized, maybe this relationship from the past or this person you've kind of gone back and forth with, and you kind of have held out hope, but I don't think it's healthy. Okay? So if you need help with this, if you're wondering, how do I find love? What's coming next in love for me? I have a really beautiful love asteroid report where I take your birth chart and I create your astrology birth chart, and I look at the 4 major love asteroids in that and where they're placed in your chart, and that tells you so much about you and who you are, how you love, why you love the people you love, how you attract, what you attract, and what your soul really desires. So it's really helpful for those of you that are dating, for those of you that are back in the love scene or in a relationship and want to know, are we really compatible? Is this person really, are these struggles worth it? Can we actually make it? Is this what my soul wants? So if you're in a couple, order the couples report. If you're single, order the single. I need your birth date, time, and place. It's 1-page report, and it's going to tell you a lot about love and help you in terms of dating, finding true partners, and really connecting with your soul's desires when it comes to love. So use those links below. It'll take about a week. You'll get the report emailed to you. You can also get a private reading just like this if you have a question, if you want something specific, or if you want your own general reading about what's coming next or messages for you that are about love. Go ahead and use the links below. I do a 3-card or a 6-card for you, video recorded, and you watch it on a private link right here. So it's just like watching one of these, except it's for you. So all of that's available to you. Take advantage of it, and I am sending you lots of love and healing. Okay.